Hello and welcome to the Quebber channel. I am Jason, your host. I'm hoping by the end of this week to start going out on my scooter again. I just noticed there's a cable there. That cable, I'm doing a little bit of copying over. In fact, it's bothering me too much. I've got to remove it. It's got to be removed right now. Not going to stop anything, is it? Nope. Just one of my drives that for some reason I had connected there. Oh, did I just break something? I just broke something. I just did something silly. I'd plug it back in and pray that it works. Let's just see. Okay. I was making a micro SD copy of a Bassatera or Batasera retro thing for my old Steam Deck, and my mind completely went blank, so I didn't realise that. Why is that cable there? Why is that cable there? Why have I got something in it? Oh, it's got that freaking image on that I'm burning to my... Oh. So yes, that's a thing. I got a bit distracted. Okay, how am I feeling? Better. No being pukey. No diarrhea, but no poopy at all since Monday. Now this is okay. It can take 2-3 days for a body to gastric system to re-kick in. So I've just got to wait for myself to go to the bathroom. You see, what if you don't know about the gastric system, when you're in hospital, they don't, if you have something done to your gastric system, if you have bowel cancer or anything like that, the first thing they watch for is your bowel reactivating, because it isn't automatic. Some people, their bowels never fully reactivate and they end up on like a stoma or something, or a bag that connects to get rid of waste and stuff, because basically your gastric system can sulk. I've talked about this before, but if you have any kind of surgery where they've messed around with your intestines or anything like that in your thingy, when they do move it around, it pouts, it sulks, it has emotions. Your gastric system does. It has a memory. Which is why you have such problems if they have to cut it up and take parts out. So while this is nothing like that, my gastric system, because of the past history, has had a massive hit this weekend. I spend so much time on the toilet. I literally spent more time on the toilet than sleeping. It was not. I was one with the toilet. As we say, shit happens. But I had a good amount of food yesterday. I had probably about 1,700 to 1,800 calories, which is not fucking bad at all. And I wasn't sick. I was able to keep it down. And I now just got to make sure that it goes through me okay. That I'm not going to be... Because the thing is, you can have diarrhea, and you can go straight to constipation. Because your gastric system has gone through turmoil. It was taken over by a virus. It was fucked up. It was not functioning as it's supposed to. So this is what this can happen with people who are young who get norovirus, or old who get virus, and also people who have other issues like who've had bowel cancer. So I'm not that worried. Simply because I have been passing gas, okay, and that's other things. One of the first things they look for to make sure your gastric system is working in hospital is that you pass gas. They usually will not let you go home until you've passed gas. If you have any kind of stomach surgery or gastric cyst surgery on you, they'll, unless they don't know what the fuck they're doing, they will not let you leave the place until you pass gas. Because passing gas shows that something is passing all the way through your gastric system. From beginning to end. Not nice in the hospital to do with it, because I did not want to be in hospital. This was like 8 weeks after Paola died, and I was whatever they gave me PTSD, the beginnings of PTSD, and I was in horrible. I wanted to leave, and I was still just had basic sutures on, and I tried to leave the hospital 3 times. I remember the nurses and then the staff nurse having to sit with me and next to my bed and talk me down from it because I was having really bad autistic reactions to what was going on around me, and everything was wrong, and I was desperate to get back to my safe space, desperate to be back here, well, back next door. And of course they knew what was happening. I was saying, oh, I'm okay, if I can just go home and then I'll do everything. Now the funny thing is, wound care, no problem. I had no problem doing my own wound care. I mean, I had a cut all the way from here, all the way down there, 29 centimetres. And I had absolutely no problem, because what you have is this like of a gauze with tape on either side, the sealed gauze. It's all the way down from top to bottom. So that's all you have to do. You put that on. Each day you have to put that on, and then you have to take it off. And then you have to clean it, and then you have to put another one on. But you got to remember, I did that kind of thing for Paola for years and years and years. I was well trained on I had saline in, I had thingy. I could do all that at home. I thought, hey, just let me home. Let me home. I can deal with this. I'll be okay. I want to get the fuck out of this hospital. But my gastric system wasn't working yet. And I went full Blair Witch. Well, no, actual full possessed exorcist would be a better term. I remember it exactly. I was sitting on the bed, and I'm sitting up and I'm trying to convince these doctors and that to let me go home. Do I have to sign a form and everything? Remember, this is less than 12 hours after my surgery, after a 6 hour surgery. And so, and sorry, I'll talk about this stuff here. It doesn't gross me out at all. And then all of a sudden, I've been drinking water, little bit of water for the last 12 hours or so since the surgery. But my gastric system wasn't working. I was thirsty. I needed water. But my gastric system was, nope, nope. You shall not pass. It was basically like fucking Gandalf standing up to the Balrog. That was the thingy at the bottom of my stomach, between my stomach and my gastric system. The rest of my gastric system was saying, no, no, nothing's going through to the rest of the system. Fuck you. You're stopping here. Because that part of my system was still sulking and trying to recover from being manhandled and cut into pieces. So, halfway through the conversation, as in literally halfway through talking and trying to convince the staff nurse and the other two nurses, who were basically probably there to try and hold me down if I did try get up and go. All of a sudden, I absolutely projectile vomit. And I am talking. I must have had like 3-4 litres of liquid in my stomach that wasn't going anywhere. You see, when you've got liquid in your stomach, your body tries to create chemicals, bile and stuff, more and thingy, to try and help it to go, to digest. Because obviously it thinks that the reason it isn't going past the thingy is because there's something wrong, so therefore we've got to try more acid and that. So it builds, even if you stop, it builds up and up and up. And I had reached the point where, of thingy, and all of a sudden, I projectile vomit, and we are talking. I vomited. I was sitting up, so I vomited straight between my legs onto the bed sheets. And it was literally like a fountain of hose coming out of my mouth. And it lasted for at least 5 minutes as it all left my body. That took a little tiny bit of the wind out of my sail of wanting to go home. Of course, that wasn't the worst thing. Sorry, I just needed to empty my throat a little bit. That wasn't the worst thing. You see, at that point, they have to do certain things. See, they're on a timer. First of all, they're on a timer. They can only wait so long for your gastric system, your colon, to reactivate, or it might start dying off. They can only wait so long for it to happen, and they base it on your how much, whether or not. I remember I lost 15 kilograms in hospital, 15 kilograms of weight before my gastric system kicked back in, and so. But they're also on a very short timer, because once you've had that first projectile vomit, which is actually, from what I understand, quite common, then they try to put a tube down your nose to drain your stomach. They do this because every time you vomit, there's a chance of aspirating into your lungs. And it's not like normal vomit where you're in conscious control of it. It's not like the kind of thing where when you've got norovirus. Literally, the danger was that if my stomach filled up again and I was asleep and lying down, I would die. That's just the way it is, because literally it would come up and go straight in my lungs. Very bad. So what they do is they put a tube down your nose into your stomach, attach a bag, and basically it drains your stomach. Unfortunately, Jason's genetics are an issue for this. Why? Well, not genetics, but I have certain... My nose has a specific type of, not polyps, but structure that's unusual. Which means getting that tube down is almost impossible. And after about 4 different tries and a lot of blood, they couldn't get... I was bleeding from the nose and everything. They had to stop. So that accelerated the timer, because they couldn't give my body too many days to sort its shit out and start working, because I would just keep filling up with this horrible green biley crap. And even if they stopped giving me water and instead did it via IV, there's still gonna be some build up, and this could be an issue. So they were starting to look towards maybe we'll have to put a stoma on him or whatever. And never looked into that much because I never had to have it, thankfully. And that's when the saving grace of the bowel, the nurse, my main contact of the nurse came to see me. She had been the one who saw me before the operation and everything. She was there and I was in such a fucking state. I wanted to go home. I didn't care about it. I was in full autistic meltdown. And she could basically see what was going on in there. And when we talked to me, basically, you got some decisions to make. Basically, in this situation, was talking to different nurses who came up and chatted with me, and it was like, I had a choice. No matter how bad I was feeling. I had to get the fuck out of bed. No matter how much pain it was. Remember, 29 centimetre slice straight down the centre. No matter how much pain I was in, I had to start walking. Because walking, the movement of the body, can help coax the gastric system to reactivate. That's why some people go for a walk after they've had something to eat. You just don't do something too exertional because you'll cause cramp. So, I was on a mission. 2 tactics we used. The first tactic was get the fuck up and walk. I was so fucking out of it, I forgot to put my pants on. My first walk out of. A nurse had to come up to me and remind me to put pants on. Holy shit, yeah. And I walked like 5 steps and I was so shaky on my feet and a nurse was with me, and then 5 steps and back to my bed. And then over the next couple of days, walk to the bathroom instead of using the thingy. Walk around the ward. I walked as much as I could. And the other thing was sleeping on your left hand side or lying on your left hand side. your body doesn't have symmetry inside. Let me just check something. Yeah. Sleeping on the left-hand side. When you sleep on the left-hand side, it is your gravity aids the movement of waste and everything through your system. So if you can sleep on your left-hand side, it helps. So for me, sleeping on I lay on my, whenever I was not walking around the wards, I was laying on the bed on my left-hand side, usually with my tablet or something, and it was basically just, it allowed me to thingy. And within a few days, I went to the bathroom for the first time. I was so happy about that. Fuck me. I was so happy about that. And then after that, it was just, they actually were very impressed with me, because it wasn't that I wanted to recover fast. It's just I wanted to get the fuck out of the hospital. I wanted to be home. I wanted to be in my safe space. I wanted to be with dogs and happy, and where my computers were and where everything was good and felt right. So, yes. This is why I know that sleeping on your left-hand side is good for your gastric system. This is why I know so much about the gastric system. Because my gastric system has been taken apart and put back together. I used to have a picture. Of of the intestines, and it was like the surgeon, before thinking, when I consulted the surgeon, he was like, okay, so this is where we're going to cut. Had this big picture on a piece of A4. Says, okay, this is where we're going to cut. This is the other side we're going to cut. All this here is going to go away. We're going to take all of that out. Now, and then they took out 27 lymph nodes as well in the area, and thankfully got all the cancer. So the reason I'm still here today. So yes, I don't know why that all came out today. I just felt like talking about it. Probably because I'm still waiting for myself to poop. I want to poop. I'll be happy when I poop. I'd say I'm at about, going by my normal level of health, I would say I'm at 65% today. I'm still shaky. I'm still weak. Still got a lot of acid reflux. Pardon me. I'm hungry, but I've had a Huel this morning. I managed to keep down a Huel, and sorry about that. But I am. I don't want to keep putting food through if I'm constipated. I want to just ease it off a little bit until I know whether or not I'm going to go to the bathroom soon. I will be very happy. What was the Scrub song? Everything comes down to poop. Poop is an amazing diagnostic for bodily health. poop and urine. I'm not in any way dehydrated anymore. I am peeing normally, and my mouth is no longer getting dry, and my voice is going back to normal-ish. Energy levels 50%. 50% normal. Just a general letting myself come back to normal, and we're good. Holy chicken soup vendor. So I want to start cleaning the house to get rid of any kind of little remnants of the norovirus, but I do not have the energy for that. My body is coming back up, but I do not have the energy for that. So you all take care of yourselves. I might go see if I can get some more sleep. I'm keeping on high. I've had electrolytes and everything like that. The dogs are fine. They've been fed. Anything else I need to tell you all about? Because I'm probably not going to do more than one video a day while I'm feeling like this. No, pretty much I feel okay-ish. I don't have access to a carpet cleaner anymore. But yeah. May have to be something I actually have to invest in. Something to think into. Something that isn't too expensive. But yeah. Okay, take care of yourselves, because I'm falling asleep now.